Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show how to measure user engagement and also feature usage or adoption using a rotations graph. So I'm going to build a new insight under rotations tab, and the first thing I want to do is to measure the engagement from my user base. So I want to see how many users who interact with my LLM application come back to my platform. So I want to select any event in the last 10 weeks and came back to do any kind of event on any of the next weeks. And I also want to change this from the first time to reoccurringly. And I can see here in the table, I can see the percentage of users that perform any event on the very first week, week 0. This is always 100%. Or the following week, week 1, or the week after that, and so on. For example, between February the 4th and February the 10th, I had about 1500 unique users who completed any kind of events. And on week 1, I had 11.6, week 2, 12.1. So overall, these are low retention values. Not many users are coming back to the platform. Another thing I can check is cohorts. For example, coding users. I can see if coding users have a higher retention rate when comparing to all the users. So I'm going to use a filter here. Under cohorts, I will select coding users. And I can see there's not a lot of coding users, as I can see here by the size, but they have more retention when compared to all the users, way more retention. So these are loyal users, users who keep coming back to my platform. Now, I can also use this report to also measure how some features are being retained. For example, how often do users change their UI themes from light to dark or dark to light? So I have that event here, set theme. So I'll change here and here. Delete this filter. Don't want this filter anymore. And I can see two things happening here. So the first one and the most obvious one is that rotation is extremely low for all the weeks. And that can be expected, maybe because changing your UI settings is not something very frequent to do. This action often depends on individual preference, and maybe when the users find a comfortable setting, they may tend to stick with it for long periods of time. And the other thing I notice is that there's only a few hundred users for each week, so it's not a very popular feature. I can also check for another feature such as chat topic, the chat topic event, which is when users manually label their conversations. Let's see that one. So chat topic, change this to chat topic, and here I have way more rotation for this feature compared to the previous one, but also nothing too special here. Lastly, I also have the delete conversation event. This one, let's see, delete conversation. This one seems to have even more rotation than the chat topic event. It also seems that users from the top rows have a higher rotation in the latter weeks. Interesting. And also the size, it seems that the size of the group of each row keeps growing over time. So these are some simple examples using the rotation graph to measure user engagement and feature adoption or usage. And try to understand which features are working and which ones are not. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and also subscribe for more content.